Hello everyone, welcome to Fortune's this session on toppers answer sheet analysis. In this session we are going to talk about two answers written by this year's toppers in GS1 paper. The two toppers that we are talking about, one is Dilip K, ranked 21 in this year's UPSC exam. He also secured rank 18 in last year's Forest Service exam. Another topper is Akhil V Menon, AR 66 this year. He had also secured rank 6 in KS exam last year. Now there's a reason why I've selected their answers in GS1. GS1, many people have this tendency to read a lot and complicate their answers. But something which is very unique about their answers is it's simple. It is very simple, and as people say, simplicity is the keystone of true elegance. They have kept it very simple and objective. I'll explain this with the answers. First, Akhil's answer കാണാം. So this is a world history question from GS1. Let's go through the question first. The French Revolution played a critical role in shaping the modern nations by showing the world the power inherent in the will of the people. Discuss the impact of the French Revolution on France and also on the world. So the last part of the question, discuss the impact of the French Revolution on France and also on the world. So what he has done, what Akhil has done, he has given a very simple introduction, very crisp, maybe 20-25 words, and then he has started using subheadings straight from the question. Impact of French Revolution. The question is impact of French Revolution. So he has divided the question into impact of French Revolution first on France. France in the tharathanne he has done this multi-dimensional analysis. Political endana, economic endana, social endana, cultural endana. See, what you would notice over here is he did not go about writing French Revolution. Many people make this mistake. French Revolution clergy, like you waste a lot of time or also the space on the paper trying to write about causes of French Revolution when it was not asked. He was very objective. Impact of French Revolution. What a crisp introduction straight impact because he knows impact okay. So impact of French Revolution, France in the French Revolution impact is a multidimensional perspective analyze political, economic, social, cultural. Then he made sure that he also speaks about what objectives of French Revolution were not attained with regards to France. He has spoken about the drawbacks. So if at all there is something like that, if we impact positive impact, also negative impact, mention cheya. Alright. Then he has spoken about the impact on the world. He has given many points about it, and then finally given a very crisp conclusion about how impact of French Revolution is still reverberating in today's world. Now, please understand, there are a lot of gaps in the paper. Okay, the reason is he has tried to make sure that he's only writing the key words and the key important points. French Revolution, you know it. World history, there's no end to it. You cannot write everything that you know in the answer. You have to be very objective about what are the major points that you can write, and exactly that is his strategy. Very important points, and this is specifically why I have taken this question, because a mistake that people commit in world history as well as modern history paper is that they just keep writing everything and you will not find time for other parts of GS1, for example geography. Okay, please see, he has been very objective about what he has written. Political, he has spoken about the Bourbon dynasty coming to an economic, taxation, then social, he has spoken about the power of nobility coming to an end. What are important the first thing that comes to your mind. Keep in mind, the first thing that comes to your mind when you talk about the impact of French Revolution, he has not tried to go in depth into the analysis of French Revolution because there are two parts of the question, France as well as world. Right. Now, the next question that we have to discuss over here is a question which was answered by Dilip. Faced with imperialistic political rule and economic exploitation, the Indian working class movements were inevitably intertwined with the political struggle for national emancipation discussed. Again a 15 marks question. This statement, many people will feel, okay, I don't know enough points, what is happening, this is so complicated. No. Try to break down the question into different parts. Try to understand what the question is expecting from you. So the main thing that you have to speak about is the working class movement. So Dilip identified that the question is basically about the working class movement and working class movement during our freedom struggle, and what are the key areas that he can delve upon. Subheading use cheyan patta. So identify that from the question, and he has done that. So he spoke about the advent of working class movement. Valare brief aayittu. Simple ആയിട്ട് റൈസ് ഓഫ് എന്ത് കാരണമാണ് വർക്കിംഗ് ക്ലാസ് മൂവ്മെന്റ് തുടങ്ങിയത് ഇന്ത്യയിൽ തന്നെ. സോ വാട്ട് ഹി ഈസ് ട്രൈങ് ടു ഡു ഇസ് ഹി ഈസ് ട്രൈങ് ടു അഡ്രസ് ദിസ് പാർട്ട് ഓഫ് ദ ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻ ഫേസ്ഡ് വിത്ത് ഇംപീരിയലിസ്റ്റിക് പൊളിറ്റിക്കൽ റൂൾ ആൻഡ് എക്കണോമിക് എക്സ്പ്ലോയിറ്റേഷൻ. സോ ദാറ്റ് പാർട്ട് ഓഫ് ദ ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻ വാസ് അഡ്രസ്ഡ് ഇൻ ദ ഫസ്റ്റ് പേജ്. പിന്നെ ഈ ക്വസ്റ്റ്യന് വേറൊരു പാർട്ടും കൂടി ഉണ്ട്, inevitably intertwined with the political struggle for national emancipation. Now, first part, what he has understood is that this question is not just about one thing, it is about many things. So he identified the different subparts in the question. He tried to address the first part, enganeyana working class movement India engender cheythu because of economic exploitation. Those points he had written spoke about establishment of railways, mills, factories, and therefore the exploitation of workers there. Adine kurichu parnu, and then he went on to speak about how the working class movement had a nationalistic perception, had association with nationalistic leaders. Appo the second part le then avade noku, I have told this about Dilip's answer. Apart from the subheading, he also makes sure that the examiner, when the examiner reads the major part of the body, they know what to expect. He, apart from the subheading, he gives a direction, he gives a signpost in his answer. Common leadership. Our examples, please remember, examples are very important to substantiate your point, and he has done that. Gandhian inclinations, there also he has given examples about Ahmedabad mill strike. So again, to substantiate your points, please try to use example, whichever answer it is, primarily in GS1 and also other papers also. Now, affiliation with Congress in 1930s, right? Then synergy with anti-colonialism. So what he has done, please understand this, what he has done over here is he has ensured that he is addressing every aspect of the question, and to make the job of the examiner easy, he is signposting his answer. He has said, okay, I'm going to talk about this. Adinte thaazhum evideyokke pattana, he has tried to give us a direction. So the examiner knows what he is trying to say. Verde kore paragraphs ethi kanitte, he is not trying to confuse the examiner. And please understand, these kind of very large answer, very long answers tend to be there in the paper when questions are not direct, right?